Hey Taurus, welcome to Tourmaline Tarot. We're going to do a monthly August read for you. I was trying to do formal stuff, like we're going to do this spread, and the cards just said, no lady, get to it. So this is a general, so I feel like, you know, you can do sun, moon, rising, etc., Venus, whatever it may be, but I feel like you'll know in the first couple minutes if it's yours or not yours. And like I said, we're just kind of, not winging it so much, but the cards are just like, they want to do what they want to do. So I could try and force a spread all day, and they don't want any business of it. So, let's see, what do we got about this? So this is kind of the overall vibe I'm picking up here. So you have the Six of Wands reversed. You have the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I feel like if you're not getting recognition on something, or something isn't really, you know, you've put effort into it, it's just not going the way you want it to. So you're moving on from it, but I feel like you're not bitter about it, because the Knight of Cups, it's like, if that wasn't it, then guess what's right behind it? Oh, this really nice Knight of Cups dude who's going to be like, hi, here you go. Here's something else for you. So give me... just one, but it is Six of Cups. Alright. Knight of Cups reversed, Hierophant reversed, Six of Cups reversed, or Six of Cups upright. If this was a relationship, if somebody wasn't doing things the right way, and you're like, okay, like you don't recognize it, I'm out. I feel like they're going to be like, wait, Taurus, I didn't need it. And you're like, no, I'm sorry. There's this Knight of Cups over here. Bye. What is he about? Oh, somebody who is decisive and doesn't hurt your feelings, or doesn't make you worry or think things through. Was it me? Was it something I said? Where are they? Did they text back? Did they take my text wrong? Why are they left unread? You know, one of those people that, like, you're just always trying to, like, figure out reasons, but it turns out they're just kind of an asshole. It's like that. So that might only apply to a few people, but Eight of Cups, that whoever this is or whatever situation you're moving into is not that. You know, there is like a nice stability. Oh, and if anyone does try and come back, oh, I'm sorry, Five of Swords, what? If anything, you bruise someone's ego, but Chariot, bye. So what didn't they recognize? I know I'm getting into it a little bit much. I was like, this is supposed to just be the vibe, but I'm like, no, I want to find out. Like I said, the cards just are literally like, talk. So I'm going where they want to talk. Strength reversed, but it was too many. So what is on this Six of Wands reversed? Give me one. Ten of Cups. Somebody wasn't recognizing everything that you were doing, going through, etc. So, alright, you're literally moving into something better. Something that doesn't make you doubt. Something that doesn't... things that choose you. Or things that you choose. Because blinders are off. You know, I always like to see the Two of Swords is blindfolded. And she could put the swords down and take the blindfold off, but that would require a decision, and then what do you do? Well, that energy is dissipating. But like I said, with that Five of Swords, I think you did ding someone's ego. Actually, I do want to clear these before I get going. These have wanted to do 9 cards, but with the, what I call the intuitive shuffle, so it might take a sec. But already we got Knight of Swords, Two of Cups reversed. Then we have King of Swords. And, you know, especially in this deck, the gender doesn't really matter. You know, it's King, Queen, Knight. It's all more about the energy. And then we have Justice reversed. We have King of Wands. What comes out in the center for Taurus? Give me the center card. What is it? Oh, Page of Wands. Let's see. with the Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Swords reversed. And we have Queen of Pentacles. Oop. And we have the Hermit here. Alright, so center is the Page of Wands. You know, like I said, I especially love this card because the guy is looking through a little magnifying glass. I feel like almost there's reading fine print. Also, if it's messages, you could be kind of not discerning or deciphering, but just kind of like taking a second look and you're like, do I like the way they talk to me? Do I like what that says? I don't like it. Or you do like it. That's totally possible too. But overall, the vibe is just kind of communication, but it's starting. The vibe is like making moves, but it's starting. So if we're looking at the corners, we have the Knight of Swords with the Two of Cups reversed. Remember I said you dinged somebody's ego? Yep. Justice reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, and the Hermit. If someone does come back with an apology, I think with the Ace of Swords reversed, it's like, too little too late. There is like a too little too late kind of vibe going on here, because like if someone does try and apologize, you're like, no, moment has passed in some kind of way. And I don't get that you're combative, but I feel like if anything, they're coming in hot with this King of Wands, if they're doing it at all. You know, usually I see the King of Wands as a good card, but I think in this run, it's almost like, you know, they start off with the Knight of Swords, thinking they can just kind of swoop in and be like, oh, baby. Whoever this may be. But then when you're like, they're like, what? Huh? But it's almost like what they're saying or doing, it just doesn't, like, it doesn't move you. Because, like I said, with this little guy, he just keeps popping out. It's like you're scrutinizing it. It's like you're filtering, like, well, how does that make me feel? What do I think about this? Because then, you know, if we're going to read the lines, we have the Knight of Swords with the Two of Cups reversed, King of Swords, and the Justice reversed. Once again, I feel like, you know, the King of Swords, I feel like it's more you, though. This is this person being like, but, Taurus. And this King of Swords is more like you being like, you had your moment passed. Sorry. Then we have, that's what my kids say, sorry. King of Wands, Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. So, if this person is coming at you, expecting responses, expecting you to hop to, come on, Taurus, give me what I want to know right now. You can wait, because potentially I think you have other options going. You have other, you know, irons in the fire. You have other seeds planted. You're in no rush. You know, just because someone says jump, no one's asking how high anymore. And then we have the Ace of Swords reversed, Queen of Pentacles, and the Hermit. And that's where I get this whole, like, you can wait. Because you're, like I said, you're filtering through what it is you want. Or what it is, how you want to be approached, perceived, everything. And if it, in this Queen of Pentacles, it's, you know, Earth sign, Taurus, hello. And then you have the Hermit. You know, that's Virgo too. This could be something that kind of extends into Virgo season if we're talking about timing. Also, you know, you have Justice there reversed, which is Libra. So something could occur in Virgo that wraps up in Libra. You know, because you're moving through Leo now. So there could be something in that way that Virgo is the season where you see big movement. And then the Libra season is where it kind of finishes out. So I know I was only talking about August, but if I see it, I say it. So the Hermit, though, there is like this knowledge that you have about yourself, the introspection, and things that you will and won't accept. So, and I'm getting the Seven of Wands card, even if it's not here, but there is like a boundary that's like, I don't want to, so I'm not gonna. So I want to see what this Hermit's about. We have Temperance reversed. So with the Hermit being a very kind of like, for me it's a slower card because it does more involve you. Temperance is, you know, patience and balance and stuff, but I feel like with that reversed, there is a speeding back up. Give me one more about this, one more about Temperance. The Tower. I feel like this is personal stuff that you are handling. Also, we're talking Scorpio into Sag. So, like I said, you got pretty much the second half. Yeah, the second half. You know, last quarter of 2022 to really kind of like put this out there. If anything, I feel like the changes you make, you know, it could feel destabilizing at first. Alright, 2 on the Tower then. The Emperor and the King of Swords. You have the other King of Swords of this deck. If it does feel destabilizing, you have the Emperor and the King of Swords that are just, it just says to me, you're going to navigate it a-okay, Taurus. So whatever shift you're pushing through is good. Now I want to find out about this Page of Wands. What is he up to? Okay. We have Knight of Pentacles reversed. There's just no movement. Like, you know, I feel like if you're being observed in some way, Page of Swords isn't out, but I mean, I just get this feeling that if someone's trying to read the room on you, they can't. Because Knight of Pentacles, it's like you've slowed things down. In a good way, though. In like a you way. In the way you want to go. Because remember, you know, you had the Chariot and stuff where you're making the moves you want to make. And you're not just jumping through. Because with the Four of Wands and Ten of Swords, there's a completion of a way of thinking, a way of doing stuff. With the Four of Wands, like I said, it's like you're not, you know, you want the stability that Four Corners brings you. If you haven't been getting it, you're wrapping that up. Because the Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles reversed. I feel like in some way, you're like, you know you're making the moves to go that direction. But like I said, with the Seven of Pentacles, you're waiting. It hasn't grown yet. I feel like whatever the situation is around you has to settle down. Three of Cups. I think I'm getting more of the reunion aspect with the Three of Cups. So like I said, there's just something that kind of pops back up that you might have to deal with. And I know people have been getting that. So that's like a theme. It's like, I always say it's like a horror movie where like you think the bad guy's dead, but then he pops up one last time. It's like that. But with the Hermit and stuff, it could feel like new territory you're heading into. And the Knight of Wands reversed. I feel like you're more concerned at the moment with the stuff that you can get your hands on. The tangible, see, feel, touch. You know, you could be concerned, not necessarily concerned, but making sure your finances are stable, making sure any assets you have are taken care of. There's nuts and bolts to it that I think you're worried about before you start really moving ahead into this. Before you start hitting this Tower section, which like I said can feel destabilizing, but with the Emperor and the King of Swords bringing up the rear, I do not think that that's, you know, anything bad. It's like, it might feel out of control, or like feel like, oh my gosh, but you have the reins, you know, because you have Eight of Cups and King of Wands. Because I wanted to find out what this Ten of Swords is. You're moving away, because then here's this King of Wands, and you got the other King of Wands. So I feel like the King of Wands is this other person, and the King of Swords is both of them are you. Because when it comes to making decisions, you make them. And with this person, this King of Wands, who's like, Taurus, da, 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 da. You're like, nope. I love that. So, actually, I just want one on this Ace of Swords, and then I'm going to do the other deck here. It's the Moon reversed. If someone's not giving or showing their hand, and just has expectations, but they're not reciprocating in any way or being fully transparent, it's just like, no. Because the Four of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, I just think somebody wants to hold on to you. But they can't. You know, it's like their demands. It's like, well, then what am I getting out of this, you know? You're more concerned with how something makes you feel versus what they got going on. So you have Four of Chalices. You will not be disappointed. Three of Chalices. You're looking, you know, once again, I feel like this person swings back around. But the Three of Chalices, it's not even the full Six of Cups. You know what I mean? And the cards are literally jumping down there. Page of Coins. But look, I have it together now. But do you? Let's find out. Queen of Chalices. Oh. No, honestly, I feel like that's them to you. Like, here you go. But, I mean, is a page really, you know, trying to get at a queen? And I say that, you know, like I said, gender. But you're not on their level anymore. So, and it's like, if you don't want to be transparent, like, you can come up to me. I'm not going down to you. Because then we have the Strength. No, I don't think you're going into it. Because Strength for me, also Leo, we're talking about now. But Strength is also the energy you don't put into something. The restraint to not participate and stuff. Okay, come here, guys. These cards are so slippy. Okay, 10 of Coins, 9 of Coins, and 9 of Swords. I feel like, you know, there might be not even a moment of doubt, but like you need to evaluate what you have. But you're at the end of it. You're on the tail end of this. And if you do have any thoughts about it, remember you had the 10 of Swords too? King of Swords, hi. Basically, it all comes down to you slicing and dicing and being like, nope, thank you so much. Or not, in this case. So, let's see. We're going to go on to the Oracle here. Okay. The Ring and the Woman. Like I said, gender schmender. But there's just a new cycle that's coming on. New, you know, it can be relationships, but I feel like there's a recognition to it. You know, you get the brass ring on a carousel. And that's a big thing. It's like an empowerment thing. The Fox. Being smart about what you're doing, your choices, your options. And here's the Lilies, which is like my Destiny Fate card. I know that's kind of nebulous, but it's like the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you see the window opening. You see the door opening. You see that brass ring that we're going to go for. And we're going for it. I feel like I said, that Page of Wands, this is about communication. And there will be communication coming in. But, like I said, the decisiveness, it's all King of Swords for you. Then we have the Tower. So that is commitments, opportunities, as far as, you know, could be work situations as well. But for me, that's like a Hierophant card. You know, you're reading the fine print on stuff. You're also kind of picking up the vibes of whether or not stuff is for you or not. Or not that it's for you or against you, but it's more about, is it matching you? Are you like, yes, this feels right. It's passing the gut check. So here's the wine. Okay, so there is something you're going to be celebrating. Something that is going to be worthwhile. The only thing with that Three of Cups coming up too, both times there, is there's the reunion aspect, but there's also when things start getting a little rough potentially, and not rough in a bad way, but like you face a couple challenges, a couple hiccups. Don't go to the surface level stuff that just feels good because it gets you out of your head or away. So just watch distractions. I mean, you're not getting the flat out devil card or anything, but it's just watch for that little stuff that kind of pulls your attention from your A game. So, give me something on this messenger business. Yep. There's going to be loyalty and opportunity coming from somewhere that I don't think is going to be 100% expected, but it's solid. Okay, there might be a little work involved with it because with roses, you know, sorry, Brett Michaels, but every rose has its thorn. You know, there's facets to it that might not be, you know, absolutely picture perfect, but in the scheme of things, it's worth it. So, kind of take that into account and see how you feel in that way as part of my hand as I'm reaching across to this other deck. To round it out, we have got... Oops, get over here, guys. The Space Age Lenormand. And this is just a quirky deck. I just want to see if it has any parting words. It's too many. But it's a very weird deck. But it's fun. So, misunderstanding, profit, and misfortune. Remember I said someone's going to come back around and like they weren't being completely transparent? And it's like, I don't, or like they want what they want when they want it. No, it's not going to benefit them. So I'm not saying this like I hope for their downfall or whatever, but I think it's like they're going to do it to themselves. They'll be like, oh, it was a misunderstanding, but like the profit part is them trying to angle to make it work for them, but then it doesn't work. So whoops, misfortune. So Taurus, you know, King of Swords, it's not your element, but I think it's really going to play big into the next couple months for you. You know, your decisiveness, your ability to take action, the discernment about how you feel with how things are coming at you. It's all going to add itself into, and like I said, you know, if there's anything that feels destabilizing, you have control of it. So, you know, lean into that change if you can. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you for August, and I'll talk to you later.